because it's Junk Journaling Friday. So, I made a video the other day and so proud of myself, guys. It was great. Guess what? None of it recorded. So, was I a happy camper? No, I was not a happy camper. And I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I have made that was in this video. Basically, it was just a whole lot of covering up stuff. I literally was just taking some of this brown paper that I had gotten and covering it with pages and inking it. I was making pockets and getting those done. I cut up all kinds of stuff. I stamped that says Imagine. And then I have one that says I love you. And then I have some that are just nothing really on them. Some that just look like little stamps. I stamped this one seriously crooked. That's supposed to be a W. And then little items like this that you can just pop in here, there, and everywhere. And most of this is going to go in my pink journal, my pink shabby chic. So I did a bunch of little things like that. And I just wanted to go ahead and share because I'm not going to be redoing all of this today. I will at some point. I made some tags. This is a nice pull tag. Lots of places to write on that. I have some of these that we'll be decorating at another time that are just plain, ready to go, that I want to decorate. Again, some more pockets, some little labels. And when they curl like that, you can just go like this and get them back to normal. And I didn't punch the holes back in there, but like you could put this at the top of a page and put like lettering on it or whatever. So a couple of those little labels. A little one that says note. So lots of tags. So these are so pretty. Some of these are really nice, and I just really wanted to share some of the stuff I've done. There's a lot of layers here. Lots of space to journal on the back. Some of them are just plain, and we'll decorate those later. I think I had made this one before, but I just wanted to share. And then I punched these the shape of a ticket. Put some lace at the top, and I wanted to show you how cute this would be. I made this pocket out of an envelope, and that's what we're going to be doing today. This is an envelope that I basically cut and put a pull area. I put lace, and this is just a piece of scrapbooking paper I got from my Scoops video. If you haven't seen that video, it was the previous one from this one. It scrapbookingwithme.com does Scoops on Mondays, and I put a little piece of trim here. And so these little pockets are awesome. I think this one will fit. And the reason I did it like that is because I thought that looked so pretty sticking up out of there like that with that lace on there. So a great pocket. This was meant to actually glue down. Now, if you wanted, you could glue this down on just the two sides here and here, and you could use it as a tuck, and you can still tuck stuff under there. So that's an envelope pocket. Here's an envelope corner pocket. Again, you can glue it here and here, and you could still tuck in here. I'm going to glue it on all three because then you can still tuck behind it and inside of it. So there's that one. And of course, this is the opposite side. Same thing. This is an envelope. And you will see on some of these that I lightly rounded the corners. Those would be the corners that they stick in. So again, this will be down here and here. You could leave this part unglued and you could tuck under here, but I'm going to glue it and use a tuck behind and then the actual tuck in the center. There's that one. I made a ticket, journaling card. This is a gigantic envelope pocket, and lots of layers on this. Again, you can put it in your journal whatever way you want. Leaving, now this one I would probably just do here and here because then you would have a tuck space here, and then you could do it here just to do it differently if you wanted to do that. And then this one I'm really happy with. Oops, sorry. That was my trash can. Lots of layers here. Again, this is just out of an envelope, but I attached an envelope to it for a flap. So I have these little brown envelopes, and I just attach this to the back. Open this up. You can tuck stuff in here, and I'm going to cover up some more of this, but I wanted to put different ephemera on it. Lots of layers. You could technically, I could put something here, and you could like journal over top of this, like put something, you know, you could even take like a brown piece here, or white or whatever you wanted, and you could write here. Have lots of little tuck spaces here. You can leave this open or glue it down on all 3 sides. Then of course you have your regular pocket. If you do all 3 sides, again, you would have another tuck space. So that one. All right, so again, lots of little tags that I made. I made some little envelopes that I'm basically just going to leave like that. Probably just put little fancy paper clips on these, because these are going to be little mini journaling goodie places to journal. So when you have scrap paper like that, the best thing in the world to do is just fold it up like so. This one I'm going to line on the inside, or you could just leave it and just use this as the writing space. Either way you wanted to do it. Couple little envelopes. I will be having a tutorial coming up for cute corners, so stay tuned for that. That may be a bonus journaling video, because June I'm going to start trying to do 2 junk journaling videos a week and 2 plan with me videos when regular planning. So one of them is going to be cute corners. So this is basically the corner of an envelope, and I just decorated it, and of course this would just go on the corner of your junk journal like that. You can also use it as a tuck. So there will be lots of pretty corners of all shapes and sizes, and some pretty heavy duty decorating on those. So stay tuned for that. Probably next week it's going to be cute corners for junk journals. This was one I had showed you before that was a fold out. Lots of space for junk journaling, and I haven't decorated a lot of these heavily because I haven't created the whole journal yet. So again, another little pocket with an envelope that I made. This is just a little flat pocket. And then these are just items I think most of you guys have seen before. Again, little envelopes that you can write in. Oops, I just dropped that down in my trash can. I made lots of little tiny little tickets or tags to write on, little baby messages you could put in there. And then of course I had these great big tags that I had done, and junk journaling cards. So journaling cards there. So let's get started. And these are the ones I'll probably be decorating on my, and you can just take, like I stamped this one, number 28. So there you go. I just used a sticker from one of my sticker books. These I'm going to be doing a lot of decorating on, so that'll be in an upcoming video as well. So let's get this out of our way. And I'm trying to keep everything pretty themed for pink, just because I want to be able to put it in that junk journal. So I'm trying to build up my stash. So basically all I did was just take any kind of junk envelope that you've gotten in the mail, and you can cut them any way you want to. And I'm going to take this. I got this in the mail. It was an advertisement for the bank. And I'm going to make a fold-out folio with this, okay? That's something you want to watch for, because what did I do with my prototype? I have it somewhere. I made a folio this weekend. It was also in that video. And guess what? It didn't record. So I'm going to share what of it I have done real quickly. This was another advertisement thing I got in the mail, actually, I think from Thrive Market. So these are the envelopes we're going to use today. But this, I'm glad that this came in the mail, because this will be the blank one on a taller scale. This was the one I actually made in the video and it didn't record. So basically all I did was took this, it folds out like so, and I covered it with just little pages that I already had. These were like the perfect fit. These books, I think I got these from creativekingfisher.com from Nairi's shop. I'll link that below. So I pulled out the ones that had more pink and basically just tried to embellish them. I put like a label in behind this so it would pop off the page, some pearls, lace, and then my little, it says beauty. Here's a tag space. I love this tag. It took me forever to make this tag. I probably spent 45 minutes on this one tag. And this is just doily that's folded over twice. A little heart. And then this is one of the little things I made that says love. This is just a label that I put here. Nothing is on these pages yet. And you don't want to necessarily decorate every page because you want to be able to have people write in it. So lots of places to write here. Technically, lots of places you could write here. Then here's a spot. I'll probably embellish this a little bit and this one. And I inked it. And that was such a good video. And it didn't record. So stay tuned. This is going to be, I think they call them like an accordion fold out folio. And I'm going to be using this to do it. So that'll be another upcoming video that'll be coming your way. Cute corners and accordion fold out folio. And then this is going to go in my journal, and this little envelope that I got in my scoops perfectly fits it. So I'm going to like have that under the page, and this will be inside. So it'll be super, super cute. And this would be a great little idea for like a birthday gift or whatever. So let's get started. All right, so I'm going to get out my fancy dancy Tim Holtz that Miss Liz gifted me. This one is an envelope I just layered 3 ways. So you got 3 tuck spots here, 1, 2, and 3. And you can have 4 once you put it down in your book. So we're going to cover this one. This one I'm going to cut, I think I'm going to cut it. These are the best scissors in the world. So that way I get 2 out of 1 envelope. I think I'm going to pass that one up because it's got a window in it. And this one, I'm going to go down through here. And we have, so that'll be 4 and 5. That should be more than enough for us to get started today. So put that back on. And let's just get out some of our goodies. Put this out of the way. And start covering this up. Because I have all kinds of stuff pretty much everywhere, okay? And I do mean everywhere. So the best thing to do when you have a longer piece like this is, I think I'm going to get one of these bigger ones just because I want to show you what I mean. This will cover, yeah, that'll cover the whole thing. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a tuck, a little spot right here, and if you have a circle punch you can use that. If you don't have a circle punch, that's okay. You can take anything circular and just pop you a little tuck in there like that. And this one, I don't think my punch will fit under, so these are just, I'm gonna leave those flat, and then this one will be curved. All right, get that out of the way. Gonna take a piece of pink. That's really pretty. I'm thinking this one. Yeah, let's just flip it over. There we go. So sometimes it's like, which direction does this go? And I actually think it goes this direction. And this is almost completely perfect. And I think what I'm going to do, just to make sure that it is literally the same size, is I'm going to take my scissors and I am just going to trim it off. I'm going to get it straight. I am in love with these scissors so much. There we go. So we're going to get that out of the way. And what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to take this and lay it here. and get me a handy dandy pencil, hopefully one with a lead. And I'm going to mark right here. And I'm going to mark, I almost can't see that. There we go, right there. And I'm going to get my paper trimmer out right quick. I'm going to lay that down. Make sure it's against your edge here. There's one. Oops. Here we go. Done and done. Okay. Get that back out of the way. All right. Now, would you look what I did? There are days when I amaze myself. Okay. I don't know. Oh, I did it right. I was like, what did I do? And then I was like, oh, you did it right. This actually goes here, I think. Yep. I was looking at it and I'm like, what did I do? But I don't know. Don't pay any attention to the crazy lady behind the camera. There we go. Okay. So let's go ahead. I already have my mat down. And get out. I think I'm going to do my art glitter glue just because I think it adheres better. And let's pop off the end here. There we go. And this is a new bottle. Okay. Think we got that down. And the imperfection here, we can camouflage. So don't ever just toss something out because it's like, oh, well, I messed that up. Because believe me, I mess stuff up every single day. And I have learned to not throw this stuff away. Do not panic on stuff like that because there's always ways to fix it. I'm going to go ahead and punch this again. Okay. And there is that. So, probably the easiest way to fix something like this is to like run washi down through here or something like that. I like to use things like this. And you have to remember, now you're going to have to cut it. So like you could take that and now nobody's the wiser that it went astray. So I'm going to go ahead and take this edge and I'm going to go right down through here. And I'm just going to do to here. Okay. And we'll get those pieces in a minute. Then I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut it right against the fold. There we go. And then I can use my little tiny scissors to make it meet again. There's that. And we're going to take it and put it right down through here again. Oops. Go right back. There we go. Leave that over just a smidge. You have a little bit more wiggle time with trims and stuff with art glitter glue than you do like paper. It's like paper is more porous than some of this stuff. And then we're just going to, and again, I try to reiterate every time, please, please, please don't throw stuff out just because it's not perfect, because it's sort of the point. It's junk journaling. It's not supposed to be perfect. So just embrace the boo-boos. I mean, we want it to be pretty or whatever. Well, you know, there is perfection in things that are not perfect. All right, so now we've camoed that perfectly. I'm just going to put a little dot right here, push that down. I think that one's down. And then right here and here. Just mash those down best you can. And a little bubble. Oh, had a little bubble in my glue there. And this one. There we go. Perfect. Now, we've got that all nice and mashed down. And we have us a triple pocket. Now, of course, to make the pocket look more, you know, the dimension to it. And I'm using Vintage Photo. If you've already inked, all you have to do is take a, where's my book page at? I had a big old book page. We'll just take this. And pop this underneath here like that. And you can still ink. And that'll give that more dimension. So when you pop that out, you can better see the little slits. So if you're like me and you always forget to ink before you start gluing something together, which is most of the time with me, then you can always come back and do that, okay? And I'm sure you've seen this on 100 other videos, but I just like to share on mine because I have a lot of new subscribers. Thank you and welcome to my channel. I hope that you're going to enjoy what you see here. I'm so happy that you're here. If you have requests for anything, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm happy to take any requests that you may have. And there is our first set of tucks, pockets, envelope, yada yada. And there's a couple little pieces that frayed up a little bit, like right here. And I'll just pop that right there and lay that right back down, as well as here. Lay that right back down. And then we'll just set it to the side and let it dry. And we have a technically quadruple pockets because we can tuck behind if you glue it down. And then these I cut so that that lace trim isn't inhibiting going into the pocket. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's our first pocket. Very nice. I'm going to put that down and we're going to work on another one. All right, so on this one, I want to go ahead and glue down my edge to my envelope. And you don't want to glue that part because then that's going to close up your envelope. You still want that part open. So you don't want to go all the way because then that would be closed like that, if that makes sense what I was saying. All right, let's get another piece of, let's see. This will work nicely. Let's get another pretty piece here. And we're just going to glue it down. I want to try to find something that I haven't used that's a little bit more neutral. Let's do something. There we go. I like that, but I think I've used that. Let's do this one. Ooh, I like that. That's pretty. I'm just going to take this out. And we're just going to lay that on there. And down to the edge. Try to get it. I'm going to go a little extra just in case. There, cut that. Move that back out of the way. On this one, I'm going to go ahead and put my art glitter glue down. Then we can come back up here with the sticky scissors, and any edges that hang over, just go ahead and trim those away. And if you're going to ink, now would be the time to do so. Got a little extra there. Take your scraps, throw them in the trash. And I am going to put in a little right about there. And we're going to ink it. And that'll be envelope number 2, at least started. Now you could do all kinds of stuff on this. We can leave it just like it is because it's got a very busy paper here. And again, I like to get a little heavy on this area just so it stands out and you can really see it, and you know that I'm a corner girl. I like my corners to be, I do want to round the bottom corner that goes against the edge of the book. I'm going to do a medium and okay, that's pretty good. There we go. And this side, we will call this one, might put a little embellishing on it. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so there's that. Maybe just a little piece of, let's see here, because I've got scraps coming out my ears. Maybe a piece of, let me see, I'm thinking lace. Maybe run a little piece of lace across the bottom there. That could technically be a tuck as well. And let's see. I think I'm going to do that just because I really like that idea. Look at how those cut. It's just astounding how good those scissors cut. And I'm going to go try to lay that down where don't think we're going to use it as a tuck. All right, so what I'm going to do is get my sometimes the lace can be very difficult to work with, as you can well see. There we go. I think I'm just going to take this. Perfect. Well, almost perfect until I pulled it back up. I think we need some extra down here. What do you think? There we go. Perfect. Now it's better. That laid it down nicely. Let that dry really good, and then we can add whatever we want to it. You could put some pieces like this on here and make a little label, which I think I will do. I like it. This was super old book page. I think I'm going to center it. And then I can stamp on the inside of that if I want. And that would be super, super cute. I really like that. I think we're going to keep that one simple. I like it. I just think it's very vintagey. Sticky scissors. Got to have the sticky scissors, because I don't want to mess up my good ones. Let's see. Edge of that. And I like how that hangs over a little bit on the bottom. I think that really adds to it. Perfect. Love it. Simple and elegant. You don't have to have 100 things on every item you make. Now we've got another one. Again, you don't want to glue in that area. So we're just going to, oops, what am I telling y'all? Don't glue in this area, and then what does she do? Yeah. Where you fold it, down. This side you do. There you go. Got it folded down, so now you have a closed envelope. And let's see here. Let's take this piece because I really, really love this paper. Hopefully, yeah, it won't show through, thank goodness. And if we center this on here right, I'm going to put it like that. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this out because I want that jar to be in the center. There we go. I hope everybody is well today. I have been doing pretty good, training for a new position. No, it's not more money, unfortunately. And learning all the bells and whistles and, you know, getting that process done, so to speak. And it's been going well. And I'm really enjoying it. I didn't think I would at first. I thought, oh, this is not for me. I was asked by the supervisor would I consider it because one of the other ladies quit. And she's like, I just think you'd be a great fit. And it's got its challenges. Seems like every job that I've ever went to in my life, whether it was nursing or anything else, I always end up getting the complicated, figure it out type things to do. So there you go. So I'm going to try to lay this down. Here we go. Bone folder. Love it. So now we have that pretty well almost centered. And if it's not pretty well almost centered, that's okay too. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to put sort of a deep one on this one. Just because I want to get some of that flour off of there. There we go. Like that. All right. And then let's go ahead and ink it. I like that. I think I'm going to take maybe this seam binding on here. I don't know. I don't know. I do sort of like that. I like that. It sort of adds something without being too much. Now, see if we can get it to lay down. Maybe another story completely. There we are. Because you can add texture and depth without having, you know, things just to the point where they're almost cluttered. Sometimes I think they can get, you can get crazy, and I tend to do that. But I've been trying to make it to where the stuff looks pretty without being like, what do I look at first? That type of thing, if that makes sense. And I do think I want to put, where's my little, here we go. I love these little things that I made. I like that. I'm going to put it down. And I think we're going to call that one done. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. Love it. So there is number 3. Put that back out of the way, and we've got 2 more. So let's see here. I'm thinking I'm going to layer these 2 together. So of course the first thing I want to do is glue this side down. We're going to make a double pocket. There's one. Do this side. I know, my end is getting gobbed up. Got that side. Then I'm going to take them and glue down here. Just the sides now. And here. And you're going to lay that. There we go. Double pocket. Perfect. So you have here. Oops. Duh. There we go. You could have got 3, and then right here you could do 1, 2, and 3. So there is our double pocket, and we're going to take something, let's see, completely different. Let's do this one. And see what we can, ooh. Oh, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So let's do a little trimming. I love it. I don't know what y'all been watching in the evenings, but I've been doing a little bit of what I like to call Murdoch Mysteries. It's been fabulous to just sit and do absolutely nothing. I know you're going to think, oh no, you cut her head off. Not really. If I can get my scissors, there we go. Hopefully I don't botch this up. Because once I put it together, she's going to still look like she's in one piece. Let's hope. Let's try it. We'll see. I may have botched it, but that's okay. You get to see me botch it on camera. Now, how I'm going to fix that little flutter is right like this. Try to go down in here and see if I can get these scissors to cooperate. Because they are tiny. That might have worked. I won't swear to it, but we'll see. We're getting ready to find out. I want to get the white part, not the there. There we go. All right. So let's see if we can get her to match up. Right like that. Yes, we can. And I'm going to fix that white part if it kills me. Because it's the back white piece. There. I think that might have done it. Maybe kinda. Okay, let's just go for it. I think I might have got it. I wouldn't swear to it. But if it didn't, you know what? At least part of her head still looks like it matches the rest of her body, and I didn't poke her eyes out or anything. So, you know, hey, there you go. Could be always be worse. Not too shabby. I'll take it. Could always look worse. All right, so now I'm going to trim the excess here. On this one, I don't think that goes at all. I do think it needs something with some contrast. Let's see, she's got a big bouquet of flowers, so that would not be something you would want to necessarily add to it. I do have a little piece of lace that I could put, I like. And I want to keep it simple because she needs to be the main focal point on this, because I think she's so pretty. She's pretty. I think she's pretty. So, what do you all have planned for the weekend? I don't have much, actually, and I'm sort of glad. Friday and Saturday are going to be nice and restful, and Sunday, most of it, I got to watch the kids Sunday evening. But other than that, pretty much not much. And I am completely okay with that. Completely okay with it. There we go. I wanted to get that as close as I could up there. Oh yeah, I like that a lot. That is cute. Let's see if I can trim that. There. I like that. That added a little something, something, something. Don't really know what else I have. I don't really think that goes. I think we've got all kinds of lace trim there. And I really just don't think there's a whole lot more, really, that you can do there. Let me see what I have. This is grateful. See, I don't think those go. I think you would have to cover up. It just blends too much. So, I don't think, maybe a little, I'm looking. No, too bright. Too bright. And I actually sort of like that. But I don't think I'm going to do it because I honestly think it would just take away from everything. I might could do that, and you'd have a little bit of what you would call a mini tuck. That I might do. Yeah. All I have to do is put it here on the edge. And I don't want it covering up too much. So I'm just putting it right here. And then right here. And then what I will do is wipe that off and take my sticky scissors. Always try to have a pair of scissors that you don't care how gobbed up they get. You can clean them really nicely with alcohol and they'll be good as new again. But these are the ones that I just choose to really not gum up things with. Okay. So now I'm just going to take this take that little bulb of glue off. This very edge here, and I'm just going to go right along that edge ever so lightly. And stick that down, and we have a mini tuck, and I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to just trim right against that. So now, and I know it looks crooked, but you know what? That's okay too. We're just going to put a little finishing touch on here. And you can pretty much just tuck anything in there. So let's just imagine, there you go. You got you a mini tuck. Perfect. So let's recap what we have done today. We have been making pockets and tucks with junk mail envelopes. So we have this one. It is a triple tuck, technically, really a quadruple, because depending on how you glue the sides, you can tuck behind here, inside here, and there's a mini tuck here. If you don't glue this side, you can have a side tuck. If you glue the side, then the tuck would of course go behind. So there's number one. And then this is a smaller one. We just covered up the envelope, used some lace to embellish, and an old piece of book page. You can stamp this with whatever you want, and this is just a single, although if you do not glue this side right here, you could have a side tuck. If you don't, you'd have a back tuck, and then this pocket here. So that's number two. And then this one, again, you could have two. Probably what I would do with this one is do a side tuck because this side is so long. And then you have your pocket here. So that's that one. And then we have a triple pocket, technically a quadruple, because you can go in behind here, in here, here, and here. If you didn't want to do that, you could glue this side and have a side tuck. So that would still give you 1, 2, 3, and 4. So today, just using a bunch of scraps and a bunch of scrap ephemera I had and old junk mail envelopes, we made 4 pockets and tucks. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that you will give me a big thumbs up. I hope you'll hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my junk journaling videos. And guys, I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.